Hi, I'm Hillary Johnson, and welcome to Flashback, where we revisit local stories from years gone by. Today we trek back to April 4th, 2002, when Freda Deasing, credited for reviving the Northwest Aboriginal carving scene and inspiring local artists, was recognized with a national award.
Her skilled hands inch their way along the wood, her knives chipping away at edges, carving through layers of birch and alder, transforming them into works of art. Freda Deasing has been doing this for the better part of her 70-some-odd years, learning, then teaching students for more than 30 years. Now she's received the National Aboriginal Achievement Award, and she and her closest friends couldn't be happier.
Well, it's pretty exciting to go there and meet all the other people as well that got the award, and they really entertained us, and then they at a luncheon, then they gave us the medals, and then in the evening they had a kind of a performance, like where they had dancers and singers, and then part of it they presented us with this trophy.
I know that you're a person who has taken many children under her wing. You've shared with many people a way of life, and I like that.
She comes from a long line of carvers. Her mother's side of the family have been doing it since she can remember, but none of them were able to show off their work. In the first half of the 1900s, Aboriginal artwork was outlawed by the federal government. And so when Freda began her career, it was a time when many would-be artists in the Northwest, like she and her student Dempsey Bob, were just beginning to rediscover their traditions.
Freda and I did a lot of teaching in the early 70s in Alaska, and we were always trying to promote our art and save it too, because we came very close to losing it all. And like Freda was one of the threads at that time for our people.
It wasn't easy going for Freda. Although she jumped at the chance to learn how to carve, even she admits her first mask needed some work.
Well, the first time I tried the actual carving knives, we made our own tools, and then I tried my own tools, and then I didn't really know what was good carving wood or not. And anyway, my husband had just cut down a cedar tree that was really not good carving wood, and then with my first knives I made, it was real hard to do because I didn't have the right kind of wood. And then once I got to carving like with alder wood or birch or something like that, it was a lot easier. And then, you know, once I had better tools, because the first time you make tools, you're not going to make the best ones.
Some of the tools she uses are much like the ones her ancestors used, and some that are much more sophisticated. But she says it's not only the tools that help create good work, it's good teaching and even good genetics.
Some of my mom's cousins and that, they used to say, because our ancestors used to do it, well, they have sayings like they say, oh, your ancestors are guiding your hand, you know, like, but could be just inborn. Nowadays, scientists would say that you have a tendency to that because it was born, you know, you had ancestors that did that.
She fine-tuned her work during the 1970s, and by the 1980s, her work was included in an exhibition called Legacy, Tradition and Innovation in Northwest Coast Indian Art at the Royal British Columbia Museum. It later toured several countries. She also helped create several totem poles from Prince Rupert to Kitsim-Kalem. Even now, she says, she'll continue to carve as long as she's able to. But many say that her greatest legacy is in her students.
I think, you know, for Freda it's about time, because she did a lot of work, and she made a big contribution to not just one tribe or one area, but it's all over the Northwest Coast in the north, and that's really good, because like teaching is like planting seeds, and that's what she did. good seeds.